didn't mean to do that.
Oh, you tell you.
Really quick. So I have been wanting to do a sound bath, and because we're in the New Jersey area, the thing is, sound baths are in California or New York, in areas that we're not close to. And finally, there's the location. It's called Seeds of Love Yoga, that's in our town. So I am here in front, looking forward to this. I saw it maybe a month ago. I went back and forth with it, and then I really had to have a conversation with myself and say, this is something that you know you wanted to do. It's here, and just do it. Because, you know, we've been talking about frequencies and frequency music, and we sleep with the frequencies all the time. And so I'm not sure how much I'll be able to take you inside and show you, but right now we're outside, and as much as I can, I'll show you the room, and then I'll come back and give you the experience. Let's make the main thing the main thing. I'm just going to start all over again. Before this week gets too far out, I want to tell you what happened with my sound bath experience and why I was there and the after. I have some clips that I showed you all about me going in outside in the car, and this is the after of the sound bath. I could have taken the video in, but I felt like this was a time that not only myself, I just wanted to just chill out and regroup and recharge. I felt like everyone in the room wanted to do the same thing. There was a gentleman that was next to me. He just immediately came in and started to stretch and do his thing and breathe and meditate. And I just didn't want to infiltrate his space. So no cameras. So I was able to get a couple clips in the beginning, but I want to tell you what happened while I was in the sound bath, how I approached it, and how I'm feeling after. So when we went in, there was like a blanket, and there was masks with beads and the tissue. And I pulled a yoga mat and a bolster so I could just keep myself, positioned correctly. And I also put an additional pillow so I can lay on, and another cover for myself just to cover myself up, because I saw these things in other sound bath experiences. I didn't think it was going to be a tissue there, but I'm glad, because I did do a little crying. And the lady who facilitated the class, she had an oracle card and an affirmation card, and I didn't pay attention to what order they were in. However, I did pick the oracle card, and it said that prosperity lies ahead. And she said, does that resonate with you? And I was like, it does, because I had been praying for just some amazing things to happen. So to me, I smiled and just was like, God, thank you for, every step of the way. So we began to lay down, and she told us to position ourselves in the sense that we weren't facing the front of the class, that we would face the back of the room. And I got myself all together, laid there, closed my eyes, put my beads on my eyes, had my tissue. And she walked us through meditation and breathing, which there was this one breathing exercise that she did. I was so into it. I was like, this is so good. And I began to just let my body rest, which it needed, because it has been in a sense of fight and flight for the whole month of October. Actually, it has been some stressors for an entire year, but finally I just decided to make a decision and position myself in the different opportunity, and the door opened and I walked through just like that. And that took a lot of movement, but I'm grateful for it. So my experience was I laid there and she mentioned that all of the seven bowls represent all of the chakras, and that she would, hit the bowls. She would go through the exercise. So she took us through breathing, meditation, deep breaths, calmed us down, and then she began to play the bowls. Now I didn't know like if the one bowl that she played first was that for the root chakra, wasn't sure. But my experience was I know that I wanted to work specifically, I want to work on my root chakra. I'm working on grounding and stability. So, what I did was, from my experience, every time that she hit a bowl, I would just pray over those areas and ask for what I needed in those areas. For my crown, I need wisdom. For my third eye, I need to be able to see. For my heart, I need more love and understanding, confidence, you name it, down to the root. Went through everything. And I really sat there and prayed and had intentions and manifestations, all of that while that was going on. So much so that, yes, I had to pull the tissue out and I dropped some tears a little bit because I even brought some other people in the room. And I also do Hopo Ono, which is the prayer, which is please forgive me. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. That's the Hopo Ono. So, in the areas in life or people that came up during my time that I needed to forgive and say sorry to while I was in that um, workshop, I did it and I just went with it. There was this time that I'm not exactly sure, but I felt like there was these shells, and the shells sound like shells and water. And that was so refreshing. I just was like, oh, I could take so much of that. And then there was this time that she specifically, I believe, came over. I didn't know because we had our mask on and we were in our zone, but that she came to the top of our heads and hit the bowl. And you can actually hear the vibration and the frequency of that bowl vibrate through your whole body. And then that's when I got like, wow, this is powerful and something is happening and I'm looking for great things to come. That was my experience with the sound bath. Yes, I would do it again. I felt like it was complete healing. I came home and I went to sleep. And the next day, it was a whole journey because I started a new chapter, new endeavor in my life. So I was totally equipped for my next day. And yesterday, I am adding this spiritual practice where I'm adding magnesium flakes and getting in the tub and just sitting there and listening to um, audiobooks just to, again, regulate my nervous system and take care of myself and love on myself. I think it's super important right now for me and all that is going on. Again, my prayer in the sound bath was for capacity and the ability to listen and understand, grace, and being able to pivot. All of that I asked for. So in that, I just have to make sure that I just step back, listen. Is this something I need to do? Is it something I need to do now? Take care of myself and just love on me. That is my experience. Yes, I would do it again. I thank Kristen so much. She's phenomenal. She has such a great concept in the sense that she has a nonprofit organization that allows us to go in and, pay as you go. But sometimes I paid for the workshop. It was $38 and I was okay with doing it because it was so worth it. I just wanted to share that with you all. Any questions, let me know. I hope you get an opportunity to experience a sound bath yourself. It was great, and more to come. Until next time, be blessed.